Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, my name's Azam. In this video, we're going to be looking at how to get rid of the wired USB connections when using Android Auto or Apple Carplay. How we're going to achieve it is using this Ottocast wireless USB adapter. It's actually 2-in-1, so it's one of the few on the market that can actually cater for both Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. We're going to start off with the Android Auto setup first, and then if we've got time, I'll show you how to do it on an iPhone as well to use CarPlay. Just before we start, it's worth mentioning Ottocast have currently got a crowdfunding campaign going on, so link will be down in the description below if you want to get 50% off this. Just before we look at what's inside the box, it's worth mentioning today that we're connecting this to a 2020 Jaguar E-Pace, but as long as your car has a wired Apple CarPlay connection or Android Auto connection, it should do the job as well for you. So inside the box, you can see you get the adapter itself, so pretty nice and small, to be honest. That's it in comparison to my hand. And you can see there's two connections on the back. So you've got a USB-C connection there, which is for the main power cable and what plugs into your car USB port. And then on the back, there's a traditional USB-A port, which can be used for any firmware updates, etc. Bit of advice, before you get started, make sure you have got the latest software update on this, and they do email you instructions so you know exactly how to do that. It's pretty straightforward. And then you also get a bunch of, well, I say a bunch, two USB cables. One is a USB-C to USB-A. USB-C would go into the adapter, USB-A into your car if that's what it takes. If you've got a more modern car like the new A3s where they've only got USB-C as an input to the car, then this is the cable that you'd be using. So we don't need this today because the Jaguar has a USB-A port. So apparently it's as simple as literally plugging the cable in, lifting the latch, finding your USB ports that usually drive the Android Auto. So for me it's these two, plugging it in, and then hopefully as you turn the car on, and touch the screen to continue, and let's see what it prompts us with. Right, so you can see it on screen. I'll just zoom in. We've got auto safe. If I pull out my phone, go to pair new device, let's see what it picks up. There you go, auto safe. Click it. Press pair. That's connected, right? So let's see what happens next. You can see straight away it's launched it back into Android Auto. So looks really, really good, guys. It's working exactly wirelessly. Again, here's my phone, not connected at all. And what we can do is basically just go back, use the home screen. Here's all your different apps that you can actually use on Android Auto. And I don't know, let's just say you wanted to go into, where's Spotify gone? Right at the top. Right, so you've got your songs there, you can obviously press play, etc. I'm not going to do that because then YouTube will probably mute the audio. But you get the idea. So it's working completely wirelessly, and you can see it pretty much works exactly the same. So if I now on my steering wheel press the voice command, you'll see it should pick it up using Google. What's the weather like today?
Today in London, there will be showers, with a forecast high of 9 and a low.
Now what we're going to do, guys, is I'm quickly going to leave the car, let it all turn off properly, and then we'll jump back in and see how quick this reconnects, just to simulate you getting into the car normally. Right guys, so just jump back in the car. Let's close the door. Let's start it up. And let's see how long it takes to connect. Oh, right, so you've got your Bluetooth. Now, hopefully, this should connect in a few seconds. Right, so it's done that automatically. You saw the Bluetooth splash screen came up first, and then after it's taken a few seconds, it's gone back and now connected. So I reckon end to end that probably took about roughly 30 seconds. Right guys, so now what we're going to do is show you how to set it up on Apple Carplay. So I've booted up the iPhone. We're going to switch Bluetooth on. You can see already in the background we had the Bluetooth screen. So the Ottocast box is actually waiting. You see Auto C pop up, click it. Click pair, allow. You've also now got this prompt, use CarPlay, yep. Just click OK on that. And just give it a few moments. You can see it's kicked off, and now it's come up with CarPlay. To use CarPlay, enable Siri in the settings on your iPhone. Okay, so that's just probably because this is not my daily phone, so I've probably got all of this stuff turned off. So let's just switch it on, enable Siri, and there you go. Everything's working, right? So obviously you probably wouldn't have had to do that last step if you are a regular iPhone user, but with me, just because it's not my daily phone, I haven't had that stuff set up before. But as you go through the screens, you can see you've got your settings, messages. So you can see you've got all your usual CarPlay stuff here. So again, it works pretty good. But what I'll do again, as I showed with the Android and the Android Auto, I'll just turn the car off, let it completely switch off, and we'll come back in and see how long it takes for the Apple CarPlay to connect. Usually it's a good indication here. There you go, so it's already booted up. It's seen it as Apple CarPlay. Now let's see how long it takes. I'm going to try this time not to connect anything on the phone, and you can see it's already gone away by itself. And there you go. So I reckon that was anywhere between 15-20 seconds maybe, and yeah, that's pretty good, to be perfectly honest. Again, no cables. You can also then take a phone call just as you normally would. So we'll just quickly dial that phone. You can see here, phone call comes up. Again, using your steering wheel controls, you should be able to answer the phone. Right, so we've answered the phone call. And I've just basically hung up. So there you have it. It's pretty good, to be honest. Look, here's obviously still connected, and here's my phone. It's here, and it works exactly how I'd expect it to. And waiting 20 to 30 seconds as you jump in the car, you know what, that's probably absolutely fine, because you're usually faffing around, getting the belt on, etc. Pretty decent. Time will tell how reliable this actually is, so I'm going to be testing it over the next couple of weeks, etc. So keep an eye on the pinned comment down below, and I will write there what my verdict is, how reliable it is. But so far so good. It's really simple to use. Got working once I got the software updates, etc. done. I switched back to my own cable, so a few little hiccups, but once that was all out of the way, it runs pretty smooth, and I haven't really got any complaints. It feels just like how it does with my cable connected. So yeah, if you're really fed up with the cables, etc., and you want to go for a wireless setup, I do encourage you go check out their link, etc. I may in the future have a few other boxes similar to this, so if you are interested in that stuff, make sure you hit the subscribe button. At some point we'll be putting those videos out as well. But that's it for this one, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.